Hey everyone, welcome to Nintendo Unleashed episode 63. My name is Armando and I'll be one of your hosts this week. Joining me on this week's episode is the person that was retweeted by the official Crunchyroll Twitter account, Connor.
Hi.
How does it feel to be famous?
Annoying.
Really?
Yeah, just
Really?
hey,
Why?
a new notification. Oh,
they keep rolling.
the
in.
500th like.
How many retweets do they have now? By the way, explain what got retweeted.
So I was watching Haikyuu, and at one point the Crunchyroll watermark pops up every once in a while in the top right, and in the top right, a teacher just happened to be on his computer, and the logo is pretty much perfectly on that screen. So then I just screen capped that and gave it the caption, "The watermark makes it look like that teacher's watching Crunchyroll," and that ended up with 102 retweets and 421 likes as of recording.
Nice. I always love checking the engagements. Can you check those? Because it's like how many views you got.
You know what? You should have tagged Blaze Kick.
Too late. He couldn't have known it would go big.
Impressions 3,100 or 39,186. Total engagements 5,716.
Not bad, not bad.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and we also have another person that was featured on another Twitter account.
Yes, Mitomo-text.
Yeah, Noah here was featured on @MitomoText on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. How does that
Use the
feel?
boot. Oh, it feels good. I feel like I'm really boosting ahead in life just because of that. I wake up every day and I feel like I can do it, you know?
Yeah.
Just like to confirm it's a sham. That picture was not made in Me Photo. It was made in Photoshop.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, if you guys don't follow @MitomoText, that account posts just me photos that get submitted to that account. And Noah here submitted one, and it got featured. And I think
Armz too.
So I think your picture was that account's most retweeted picture of the
Really?
day.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably because
I
it
think
has you with your tongue sticking out and surrounded by an anime girl, like taking her shirt off.
But yeah, exactly. And then what Connor said, that wasn't done in Me Photo. That was actually Photoshop. I think Kel made it in Photoshop, and
Yeah.
that was part of the Blaze Cake podcast thumbnail. So yeah. Oh, and guess what, guys? I was also featured on @MitomoText. Yeah.
Did you submit that?
No, it wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. That's the thing. It wasn't
Do you
me.
know who?
Okay, I don't know who, but I think I know why it got submitted or how. Okay, so we're going to talk about this later on, but Nintendo announced that they were going to bring like Splatoon gear to Miitomo, and so I replied to that tweet at Nintendo, and I tweeted a Splatoon GIF. You know that GIF that I like use.
Oh yeah, I know the
every
one.
time. Yeah, where the Inkling is just like laughing.
It like zooms in
or
and
smiling,
then they grin. Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, and that was for that one. I actually have let's see, I have 28 retweets on that and 198 likes on that tweet at Nintendo. So I think one of those people that kept liking that post and retweeting it submitted my profile picture to @MitomoText.
Nice.
So yeah, because I didn't do it, so I didn't do it.
All of us blew up.
Yeah, we actually did some memeing today. I mean, this week. we actually made memes. So
We're proud. We need to keep this up. That's how we get the views. Just the memes.
Yeah, it's been a good week. It's been a good week in terms of memes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is going great, guys. This is like the best intro.
5-minute intro.
If you guys are new to this podcast, well, first of all, thank you for listening to us. And Nintendo Unleashed is Blaze Cake's weekly Nintendo podcast where we talk about all things Nintendo. And occasionally, like right now, we talk about anime and memes and more stuff. We usually go off topic and talk about other stuff. But yeah, this week we have a really good episode for you guys. We're gonna talk about some NX stuff, a patent that was made public, and of course my most anticipated game right now, Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp Epi. We're gonna talk about that.
Yay, new trailer,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, and more info about it. And we also have a good topic that we've been wanting to do for a long time now. And yeah, so it's going to be a fun episode, I'm sure. You could say that this episode, or basically this podcast, is the Dark Souls of Nintendo podcasts.
Get ready. That's our title.
Yeah,
and
right.
that's how we get the views. Just wait.
Exactly.
That title alone is going to pull in the money.
Exactly. So anyway, let's start off with our usual routine. So what have we been playing this past week? Noah, you start.
Yeah. So earlier in the week I started Donkey Kong Country 2. I don't know if you guys saw my Twitter adventure, but so I beat the first world. I was having fun. Oh, this is great. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest, great name. And so I beat the first world. I'm about halfway into the second world. And I ran out of lives. I'm like, all right, no biggie. We'll probably just go back to the beginning of the world. That's fine. I was only a few levels in. But it takes me to the title screen. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And so I click start. And on the file select screen, all three of the files are blank.
Rip.
And I'm like, wait, pardon me? And so apparently you have to save or your progress is gone. And so I guess it's an old game. That's kind of understandable. But I definitely was not expecting that. So all my progress got wiped, but that's fine. I was only about an hour and a half in, so I'll just redo it because it's fun. You can definitely, I've only played the two games from Retro, so you can definitely see the similarities in terms of a lot of things, but there are also differences as well. And I talked about this on Twitter a little bit as well, but like, I knew the game looked good for a Super Nintendo game, but like seeing it in motion and hearing it, like, it's so impressive. Like, I was saying, like, it seems like it could be like, there are some 2D games on N64? Mm-hmm. Like, not many, but a few. It seems like it could be an early 2D N64 game, almost. Like, just, God. Like, of course, I'd seen some screenshots and videos, but just playing it and seeing how it feels so ahead of its time. It's unbelievable. So I'm having a great time with it.
Yeah, even those Donkey Kong Country's games by Rare look great right now.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm playing 2 on the new 3DS, and it looks fantastic. So that's been fun, and I'll get up to where I lost. I'll remember to save next time, or remember to use restore points because it costs banana coins to save, but whatever. And also, Star Fox Guard just started playing because I actually preloaded it, and actually even cooler than that. So I'd never preloaded a Wii U game, but not only did I preload this, but I did it on my iPhone, which was great.
Oh.
Because it's so nifty. Because I was riding the bus, and I was like, what? This was, I think, on Wednesday, and I'm like, it was Wednesday because the reviews were out. I'm like, what? After thinking about this, I feel like this game is right for me. It's not right for a lot of people, and that's fine, but for me, it's right. So I just pre-ordered it on my phone right then, right there. And yeah, it successfully preloaded it. So this evening when I went to play, I just booted it up. It was right there. It was fully downloaded. That was awesome. I only got to play about 20 minutes before this show, so I can't tell you much so far. I just did a couple of training missions. So I really can't give fair impressions yet. But what I can say is the motion controls feel just as responsive and accurate as a game like Splatoon. So that's obviously good. What's going to be interesting is getting used to looking between the screens. That's what's been tough for a lot of people. It's something I think I'll be able to manage. I saw someone on Twitter comparing it to sort of learning to drive a little bit. Like, it's difficult at first, but eventually it's just kind of second nature. And like looking around, knowing your surroundings, looking in your mirrors and everything like that. But see, next week I'll be able to provide more in-depth impressions because I'm hoping to beat the game this weekend, hopefully. At least like do 1 or 2 playthroughs because it's a game I'm planning on doing a bunch, All
right.
And that's it for this week, just those 2 games.
Okay. Connor?
Played Love Live because I'm somehow tearing Maki even though I'm not even trying.
Yeah. Same here. Same here.
Apparently Maki's no longer the most popular girl. Played Pokemon White, J-Stars, and earlier today I started Metroid Prime for the first time. And I made it to I don't know if it's really considered a boss fight, but when you're first getting the missiles back and there's those like wasp mosquito thingies circling you and you have to shoot them, and I wasn't really paying attention and kind of ran off the edge and into the like acid water, and then was just like meh, and then said just play more later because I was getting hungry.
And you have to record this, so.
Right. This was at like 11 a.m., so that wasn't really an issue.
Are you playing it on the GameCube or Wii version?
The Wii version through Wii U.
Okay. The Metroid Prime Trilogy version.
Yeah, the download eShop version.
Okay, nice. Is that it?
I think so.
All right. Well, my turn, I guess. I've been playing, actually, well, a couple of games, really. I'm still playing through Ratchet and Clank on PS4. I stopped because I wanted to finish Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, which I did last night. So according to the save file on the game, it says that I beat it within like 68 hours, but on the daily log on 3DS it says I have over 100 hours. And that's because I keep resetting whenever someone dies. So yeah, by the way, that end game, that was super hard. It took me like 2 hours to beat it. But yeah, so I'm happy I finally beat Conquest. I still I like the story of the game, but just like in Fire Emblem Awakening, the ending was kind of meh to me, and that same thing happened with Conquest, at least for me. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Birthright right away. I think I'm gonna take a break for a while, then go to Birthright, then play Revelations.
My recommend. Gosh.
I know you gave up.
No, I know. Well, hold on. So I want to give folks an update on that. So I have yet to return to Revelations. What I'm thinking I might do is just abandon Revelations and switch to Conquest, because I've heard it's a lot more interesting in many ways.
It's a lot harder.
Yeah, but
harder. Like let's say the last 8 chapters are so hard. Just the maps are annoying because they have like hazards. And,
right.
Yeah, and it's just annoying.
Yeah, but it seems like in general the missions are more varied in Conquest. In addition, maybe more interesting story, and plus it has Camilla, so you can't go wrong. I'm definitely missing that in Birthright. I'm not very satisfied with the waifu profile.
Okay. I gotta say though, I haven't played Birthright yet, but from what I've heard, a lot of people think that Conquest has the best characters. So that might be another thing that you might want to look forward to, just getting to know those characters. And I really like the Conquest characters.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, everyone in Birthright just seems not generic, but just uninteresting. So I'm expecting to see some changes when I switch to Conquest. And I might try Revelation 2. I've yet to buy it, though. I mean, I won't until I play Conquest. And if I enjoy Conquest, I'll get Revelation. But I'm just going to switch to Conquest and maybe say bye to Birthright for now. Maybe I'll revisit it someday. But Conquest seems like, for me right now, the better path.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to take a break for a while, because I bought Bravely Default and Bravely Second. So I need to play through those. I don't know what I'm going to do, though. I think I'm going to beat Ratchet and Clank first, then start Bravely Default. And I don't know. I have a lot of JRPGs on my plate, so that's tough. That's tough. So yeah, that's it for me.
Cool. And let's quickly move on to scan through the Nintendo download here. So Wii U eShop standard download title Star Fox Guard for $15 or $10 if you own the digital version of Star Fox Zero. Basically, this is a tower defense type game where you monitor 12 cameras and you play as Slippy, I think, and you're helping your Uncle Grippy Toad sort of defend his deep space mining operation. So the game apparently seems pretty cool. It's reviewing quite well. In some cases, better than Zero, at least from IGN. It definitely seems like it's especially fun if you have people to play with. So it's not like actual co-op, but it seems like it's a game that's fun with a room, if that makes sense. You can sort of call out different cameras and things like that. So I've yet to buy this, but if I'm looking for something in the summer, I'll definitely check it out later down the line. And plus, having downloaded the digital version of Zero, I'll get that discount, so that's good. Mario Party DS is on the Wii U Virtual Console. Probably don't buy that. It's $10, but I don't really know why you would want that on your console because you would have to pass the gamepad around, and that's just...
That game actually has a somewhat decent single player.
Yeah, so maybe for the single player.
It has kind of like an adventure mode type thing where you're it's still basically just playing against 4 computers, but there's boss battle stuff if you win. And I mean, it's not the best thing, but it was pretty fun.
Right. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think Europe might have actually got Mario Party 2, which is really good. I mean, apparently that's one of the better Mario Party entries. I haven't played it, but that's definitely better than Mario Party 10. So, if you're in Europe and that game is indeed available, definitely go download Mario Party 2. Maybe download Mario Party DS. And, of course, Star Fox Zero...
Is Mario Party 2 the game that has, Mario in a cowboy hat?
Yeah, all the costumes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. I remember playing that on the N64. Love it.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to play it again.
And of course, Star Fox Zero is a retail download. Now you can download it for $50, whereas the retail version will cost you $60, but it comes with the guard. So basically, if you end up getting both Zero and guard, it'll cost you the same at retail and download. But the thing is, you can't get guard separately at retail, but you'll most likely be able to get Zero separately at retail at some point. So I'd say downloading is probably better if you don't want to get both right away. If you want to wait to get Zero by itself at retail, then just wait. But you're never going to be able to get guard by itself on retail, probably. But I've downloaded the game, so yeah.
Well, there is a way you could get it. Just give it a couple of weeks, and someone's going to sell it to GameStop.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not officially,
Oh, yeah.
Because it does actually have its own box, so people will, of course, sell it secondhand.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Fire Emblem Fates DLC. I think this is the last DLC in the first map pack. I could be wrong, though.
I think so, too. I'm not sure. But, we're getting close, though.
Yeah. It's called Witch's Trial. And apparently it has the Fear Mountain stage from the Fire Emblem guide in game, so that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a demo for Pocket Card Jockey, which is that Game Freak weird solitaire horse blend. And 2 themes with great names, Fire Emblem Fates the Men and Fire Emblem Fates the Women. Which,
have you looked at those themes?
No, yeah, I'm most likely going to get the woman because it probably has Camilla.
I think it does. I think it has Camilla, Elise, Sakura, and another...
Hinoka?
No, not Hinoka. So it has another female character from Birthright. I don't know who it is, though.
Okay.
But yeah.
Interesting. I'll most likely pick that up because why not? And so it's a pretty good week. Some highlights. Definitely check out Star Fox if you like Star Fox, although it is getting very mixed things. If you like Tower Defense, definitely try Star Fox Guard. It seems very interesting. You can also make your own levels and put them online. Sort of. It's kind of limited, but anyway. So Splatfest this weekend. I'm trying to remember, what was the last one? I can barely remember.
Was it the red versus blue?
No.
No, I think there was one after that.
Has there?
Yeah, I think definitely 1 or 2. Whatever. I think it was the Snowman. Yeah, it was the Snowman versus Sandcastle.
Oh, right.
This one I think is better than that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
This is SpongeBob versus Patrick. So many memes going around. So I personally have sided with Team Patrick. Now, the Splatfest is happening the weekend of April 22nd. So by the time you're listening to this, it probably is already over, but just letting you guys know about it. And in more Miitomo news... well, no, not more Miitomo news. In more Splatoon news, probably the most... I don't want to say most. The only, Miitomo... I've been playing it every day just for my Nintendo coins, but I haven't really been excited by it. But this is the first time since launch I've been, legitimately excited. I don't know about you guys. Because, looking at the images of this gear, there's so much. So basically, they're going to be adding Splatoon gear to Miitomo. They made a Twitter thing where it's we get a certain number of retweets, and they blasted the goal in, less than 12 hours.
For both tiers?
Yeah. Yeah, the Nintendo America one alone hit 20,000.
And
Yeah,
then
so
the other
did
one
the
is
Japan
probably
one.
the Japanese one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Europe
Europe one
the
was-
Europe one only got like 9,000.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good thing it's not per region, or Europe would be screwed.
So in Miitomo Drop, they're going to be, well, first of all, from the looks of it, you'll get both the boy and the girl wig as a gift, so for free. If I'm reading that correctly, I hope it's true. Additionally, in Miitomo Drop, they're going to have these items available. The wigs, 2 shirts, 2 shorts, and 2 shoes.
Uh-oh.
And in the regular shop, they're going to have little squid pins. So it's just the little inkling squids, and there's 6 colors. And possibly my favorite one, they're going to be available via My Nintendo, different like ink packs, if you know what I mean, or ink tanks for your back in 6 different colors. So that's pretty awesome, I think. I'm definitely going to start saving up. All this stuff starts happening on April 27th, by the way, so about a week, or maybe less than half a week by the time you're listening to this. I'm going to start saving up those coins and tickets because I want all this stuff. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm never going to get all that stuff. Yeah, I'm going to try it, but I know I'm not going to get everything.
I mean, in the Miitomo Drop, that's going to be the most frustrating one.
Exactly. Luckily, it took me like 15 tries to get a dumb cat.
Well, luckily, we're already going to have the wigs be a gift. For me, I'm just aiming for, I don't want both shirts and shoes. I just want one shirt, 1 shorts, I don't want all 6 things.
Yeah.
And even if I don't get the shorts, I just really want I mostly want the shirts.
I want the shirt. Yeah,
the shirts have like distinct Splatoon designs. And the pins, obviously you're not going to have to, it's not going to be a chance. You just get the pin. Same thing with the ink tank. So I'll probably get 1 pin and 1 ink tank.
Same here.
It's exciting. I'm excited.
By the way, a lot of people are complaining that that Nintendo didn't use another IP for this.
Here's the thing. I think they are hopefully testing the waters with this, and I agree. I really want to see more IPs. I'm actually excited about Miitomo again since launch, which is good because these things are awesome. Again, Star Fox right now would be a perfect opportunity. Having the visor, their little scouter type thing.
Yeah.
As well as all their jackets and boots and metal legs or whatever. That would be amazing. And if you could have a little R-Wing pin, or an R-Wing hat like in the Street Pass Me Plaza.
Yeah, something like that. But a lot of people wanted Zelda. A lot of people wanted Zelda.
Having Link's tunic would be amazing, and having a little Triforce pin. Yeah, I can guarantee you that kind of stuff is going to start happening more because, clearly people are interested in this, seeing as it got 20,000 retweets.
Yeah.
So,
like you said, they're testing. Yeah, except Europe. But like you said, they're testing the waters. I'm pretty sure they did this just because of Japan. Because Japan
how popular Splatoon is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, my guess is that this is the first. This was the first choice just of how big Splatoon is in Japan, how popular it is. But I'm glad they gave the spotlight to Splatoon first.
Yeah, and I'm also willing to bet that we'll see Kirby stuff around the launch of Planet Robobot because that game just has a lot of appeal in terms of the cute factor. So hopefully.
So now they have. Well, they don't have to, but it would be wise to have gear close to a game's launch.
Exactly. The same way they did with Mario Maker with all the mystery costumes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just do it like that. Because, I was looking at the app, it even has, a little description of what Splatoon is all about, and it's amazing cross-branding. For all these people that are playing this free app, they can be for people that don't know what Splatoon is about, okay, this is kind of what the look is about, this is what the game is about, it looks cool. So it's, everybody wins, And hopefully I can get those darn Miitomo Drop things, we'll see. I have a feeling I'm going to be using a lot of tickets.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be one of the hardest games.
Oh god, I hope not. I hope not. Now, speaking of Miitomo Drop,
it's gonna be
one of my initial complaints with Miitomo Drop is how infrequently the things were changing. We had the bread thing for it was the bread and something else for a week.
Bread
the
fest.
Spring thing, and it was the bread fest and the spring thing, and those were so stupid. But they've been swapping them out quickly now because we have the ninja, we have the gothic, we have there was one other the fruits. So they've been swapping them out more frequently. So keep doing that, and it'll keep my interest. I was afraid they wouldn't, but they are, so that's good.
Or they could just permanently make it bread because bread was best.
Oh, by the way, did you guys get the SNES hoodie from my Nintendo?
I did not. I figured it was not worth my coins. It looks cool, but...
I did it. I like it.
Nice. How much was it? 250 coins, right, or 200?
100. I think it was 100.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, I got it. Or 200. I don't know, but yeah, I got it. I like it. But I'm wearing something else now, so... Okay.
I mean, you can have those daily outfits with the stars, you know? You got to change every day anyway to get those coins, so...
Exactly.
Anyway, next up, so 10K, the dude who was posting a lot of the NX rumors in the past couple of weeks, he sort of disappeared, but then he came back. And I guess he has a new post. What is this about, guys? What do we have here?
Again, he organized them into tiers. He has one tier 3, one tier 2, and like 5 or 6 tier 1. We'll just go over tier 3, 2, and the interesting from tier 1. So from tier 3, it's about the gimmick of the NX. Apparently he was told not to post this at all, but I guess he doesn't like listening to people. But basically the NX will have a second screen on its controller, and it will kind of be, from this description, kind of be like as if the Vita was packed in with the PS4 and couldn't play its own games. Like, it was just a remote play thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what it seems like from this description. It streams through Wi-Fi, so you can...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No.
So you can, like, not be be somewhere besides home and play your games, which would be similar to
PS4
Vita remote play.
and Vita.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you could put the PS4 on sleep mode, and then you can just turn it on with your Vita if you're in a Wi-Fi connection, and link to that PS4. But Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Hopefully, if this is true, there's like a way to do not Wi-Fi in case you just want to do like remote play, but you're still close to the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know exactly what the Wii U uses to communicate with the gamepad, but hopefully you can use that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then the tier 2 rumor is Luigi's Mansion 3 is in development for NX. It started on Wii U. It's by Next Level Games. They have 2 studios. One was working on Federation Force, one's working on this. I'm not entirely sure if we know if Next Level does have multiple studios or not.
Yeah, I don't think that's been confirmed. I think we know Retro does for a fact.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about Next Level.
However, I don't think it's confirmed either that, like, I don't think it's confirmed they don't have 2 teams. I just think it's unknown right now, really.
Right.
So, I guess if Luigi's Mansion 3 happens, then we'd know they have 2.
Well, when did Luigi's Mansion 2 come out?
You're Luigi.
I think that was... Yeah, which was early 2013? Yeah, early 2013.
And wasn't Federation Force in development for a long time?
Yes. Good point.
Yeah.
So this is very likely.
Unless they stopped completely working on Federation Force to finish Luigi's Mansion, and then they came back to Federation.
Yeah, because remember,
Force.
they said Federation Force was in development since, like, the DSi, in, like, the early stages.
Oh, right.
2009, I think. That's...
Yeah, remember from the Nintendo Direct, it's been in development for a long time. Now, obviously, it's undergone a few restarts, but, like, still. So I doubt they would work on a single project for that long. Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3 doesn't seem unlikely. It does seem a bit strange. Like, was Luigi's Mansion 2 a huge commercial success? I don't remember it being.
I don't think it was.
I don't
think it was, but it was well received.
It was well received. I personally enjoyed it. Some people were mixed, but I liked it. It just seems like a weird
one of
choice.
The over 1 million sales 3DS games?
Maybe. I don't know. Never checked. That's interesting. I mean, I would sure be in for this. I feel like the graphics could potentially be beautiful. And if they can build on the ideas in smart ways and maybe go back to the style of the GameCube a little bit where it's less mission-based and more exploration-based, hopefully. We'll see.
Yep.
So, Tier 1, there's a lot of spec stuff here, which I don't know spec stuff, so I'm not even going to attempt because I'd just either be reading word for word, which is boring, or probably making a fool of myself. So we'll just go, most dev kits won't be given until Nintendo formally reveals the NX. What I think this is talking about is to studios that either aren't big, like indies, or studios like, say, Ubisoft that can't seem to keep anything unleaked these days.
Right.
So, because there's something later on that mentions a studio that does have it, Square Enix, saying Final Fantasy 15 is going to be on NX. So some do, but yeah, I have a feeling the ones that don't are studios like Ubisoft, or publishers, not studios. And Ubisoft, probably their launch titles would be either shovelware or ports anyway. So it's not like we're missing much.
Well, the NX needs those games anyways, even if we're not going to play them.
Well, if like Square Enix and trusted studios that don't have constant leaks have them, then I think it's fine.
Yeah. Either way, we're probably going to know how this thing looks like close to E3 because, everything gets leaked whenever they're building the E3 booths. Mm-hmm. All the pictures get leaked of things that they're going to show off. Like, didn't Mario Maker get leaked that way?
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be the case.
Then NX will likely launch different times per region. I mean, this one's fairly obvious. I don't think any console ever launches worldwide the same time. If anyone can think of an example where a console launched worldwide the same time, go ahead, but I don't think so. There are lots of NX games in development. Apparently, this is an exact quote from his source. You can quote me on Gaff too. I think the NX software output is going to blow away Wii U. There's a lot of games in development. I don't know if we'll see them all at E3 since a lot of Wii U projects weren't announced until January 2013, but I'm very impressed with what I'm hearing. And also, lastly, new IP are being developed. Yeah.
Okay.
Seems, and this was from Emily, right?
No, 10K.
Oh, this was also from 10K. Okay. I would definitely look forward to a bigger software output because that was definitely something the Wii U lacked in a few areas. While it did have some standard titles, there was definitely a lack of consistency in some places, and a lack of diversity in terms of launches. Like there was a lot of Mario and a lot of Zelda, Mm-hmm. Same can be said about 3DS, really. Not many franchises being covered. So to see a consistent launch support from even from day one would definitely sell me on the system. I'm already very likely to be excited by it, but for me that would be the best thing, just having consistent software output from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, I think.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you. I don't have anything more to add.
Yeah, we pretty much covered the topic. More NX rumors, so what?
Yeah.
Anyway, Game Freak registered new trademarks, which people are speculating are legendary names, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They registered 2. One of them is Sol Galileo, and the other one is Lunala. Lunala. I like that one. It sounds like a character from The Lion King.
Yeah. Yeah, I would assume these are 100% legendaries. It's in the names.
Soul and
it's
Luna.
undeniable.
Sol Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's undeniable.
Apparently, one of them is going to be a tiger or a lion. And the Sun Legendary is going to be a lion, and the Moon Legendary is going to be a Neo. right? That's what people have been saying, right?
Yeah, just because Leo, lion, and I'm not really sure where the eel comes from.
Yeah.
The AAL
Awa?
part. I don't know if that
Mm,
has anything to do with eels.
No, I don't know. Uh, but yeah, so more stuff. This uh, they're probably gonna be revealed next month in the Core thing. So
By the
yeah.
way,
Um,
these weren't actually registered by Game Freak, but for Game Freak by a proxy. The same proxy, however, has been used previously for Pokemon such as Delphox, and I think Reniculus, both using their Japanese names. Uh, so that's why people are assuming these are Pokemon, because that exact proxy's been used before.
yeah. Well, unless they have two games called Lunala and Soul Galileo.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they're working on game and they're just trolling. Maybe they know people are gonna get hyped over this and they're just registering these that don't even exist.
That'd be great. I want that to happen.
The salt.
So so what do you think of the names?
I think they're cool. I mean, it's not really anything mind-blowing, but sounds good.
They're probably gonna be slightly different because these are just romanizing the Japanese names basically, and legendaries usually keep the same name or close.
Wait, once they're
Like when
being
they're
localized?
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
I'm pretty sure all of them have the same name.
Gen 1 didn't. Like Articuno's Freezer, Zapdos is Thunder, and I forget what
Thunder.
Moltres is.
Fire.
Oh yeah, Fire.
Fire.
Like GG Game Freak. But yeah, so like Lunala, it's probably not gonna look that awkward in English. Like the
Lunala.
double A.
Double A.
It's probably just gonna
it's
be 1A.
Lunala. Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, they're
Full
cool.
Galio.
I mean, can't really tell much from names. I mean, I guess you could tell they're an eel and a lion apparently, but
Yeah. So if you wanna do some fan art for Nintendo Unleashed, make what you think the legendaries are gonna look like based on the names.
that would actually be kind of weird if Sol Galeo is a lion, because presumably it would be fire type, and Gen 6 literally just introduced fire type lions
Fire type.
with Litleo and Pyro.
Pyroar. Yeah. And then Lunala. It's just gonna be a huge eel flying around the moon or something.
It'd actually be pretty
Anything
cool
could
if then,
happen.
what was that dragon in Mario Galaxy 2 that went through the planet and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I don't remember
it'd be
his
cool if
name,
it was
but I
like
know
that.
what you're talking about.
It was in that one Mario Kart level.
So yeah, more stuff like that, more trademarks. Yeah, we'll probably know more about this next month when we see I think we're gonna see the box art from Koro. So yeah, we'll see what it looks like next month.
Cool. And moving on, next topic, I'm going to go through this one kind of quickly because we still have a lot more. But Federation Force has been delayed very quietly to September in a press release about, I think, PAX.
Yeah, the PAX. Yeah,
Right.
it got delayed during a PAX press release where they announced the games that are gonna be shown off at PAX this weekend. Yeah. So and they put that announcement like at the end.
Right.
Okay, so it says also playable at the Nintendo booth is Metro Prime Federation Force, the sci-fi shooter that finds a squad of up to 4 players working together to combat space pirates. Launches exclusively for Nintendo 3DS on August 19th.
So this was originally a late spring title, which pretty means like late May into early June. But that is no more. And obviously no reason was given for the delay. I'm not sure if it's... People have been speculating a few things. Obviously the easy choice is more development time. But it seems like the game is almost done. I would assume it could be relating to marketing or E3.
Well, if it's marketing, you have to keep in mind what Nintendo said last year about Yoshi's Woolly World being delayed in North America, of them not wanting to release games in summer because summer don't do well. So, August, that's summer. So, does that mean they want the game to die, basically? Or they know no matter when it releases, it probably won't do very well?
Well, do you think Nintendo really wants that game near the holiday time frame? So,
No.
Because basically, starting October is when a lot of people are. Well, I consider that like the holiday time frame.
That's kind of when it starts. Yeah.
Yeah, October. Yeah, like near end of September. I really doubt Nintendo wants that game during that period because it's just gonna bomb.
Well, I don't think it really matters if it's on holiday because
because then they're gonna have to feature it as one of the holiday titles.
They don't have to. They can just ignore it. They've done that before.
Oh, remember they did that with Amiibo Festival. They hyped it as their big Wii U game for the holiday season, and look what happened.
That's just because they had nothing, though. They can like hype up Sun and Moon.
Yeah. Oh, and goddamn Zelda, like The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
like,
this year they have stuff they can hype up. Last year they didn't.
Yeah, it was literally Mario. It was literally two awful games. Mario Tennis and Amiibo Festival. This year they actually have good things. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay with the delay. Really, I think it could use another E3 showing. Hopefully, they actually show something that looks good. Because even though I'm not really looking forward to it, I think I'm gonna buy it just so I can play Blast Ball.
Yeah.
Because
we gotta play it together. We gotta form the team.
I'd buy Blast Ball if it was like a Star Fox Zero/Guard situation.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool if you could just buy for $10 or something like that.
I would still buy Blast Ball for $10.
Yeah.
Nintendo, you should do that. It could even be like DDD's Drum Dash, that kind of situation.
Yeah. Or what's the other Kirby fighters that got that treatment?
Kirby fighters.
Yeah. What if Blast Ball becomes like Nintendo's newest MLG game?
That would be amazing.
Like Rocket League?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's very similar. You know, you have a giant ball that, you know.
Yeah, that could be pretty fun. Hey, maybe they'll think of just making a standalone Blast Ball game for NX.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That actually be pretty cool.
Yeah, so, and also during that press release, Nintendo announced, or gave some more information about Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, like it's getting a limited edition or special edition here in North America. It's gonna have all the things that the Japanese version had. So you'll be getting the game, an art book, a CD soundtrack, plus some cards, DLC download code for
nice.
Some costumes, and some stickers. And the game, of course. So that's pretty exciting. This special edition is now available on GameStop.com. It's going to cost, I think it's $79.99. Yeah, $79.99. So if you really want to pre-order it right now, you can go to GameStop.com and do that. I know Amazon is going to have it as well, but it's not up yet. So if you just want to wait till Amazon has it, just wait and keep an eye out on.
You might have to have Prime though.
Why?
You know the whole thing that's been happening where like some games are exclusive to Amazon Prime or whatever.
Have they?
Yeah, they just started that.
With like what?
I don't think any Nintendo games yet, but games like Grand Theft Auto, like you can only get from Amazon if you have Prime.
Oh, I really doubt it though.
I doubt it would happen for that.
I don't have
because they're only doing it for big games, you know. So.
Yeah. But I mean that won't be a problem for me because I have Prime. But
true.
But plus you can get 20% off. So there's your
good point.
Prime. So I think so right now those are the only retailers that are going to have it. So Amazon.com and GameStop. So good luck if you want to buy this special edition. Mm-hmm. I know I am. I already pre-ordered it on GameStop, but I will cancel it if I get the that pre-order on Amazon. But yeah, I'm excited for that game. Are you guys excited?
Nah.
I'm. The only reason, look, that's one of those games that I'll maybe play someday, but it's low on my priority list just because there's so many other things. Like, I still have to beat Twilight Princess. I have to play Star Fox. I need to get Kirby when it comes out. After that, I'll have a bit of break in the summer where I can just beat all those games. Then I have to get Rhythm Heaven and NX and Zelda. It's going to be craziness. So that's a game, like, yes, someday I'll play when it's hopefully on sale. But like right now, it's just currently not that interesting to me. I don't think it's bad necessarily. Just not my kind of game.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a JRPG, and
which we've determined that Noah is not a fan of. Not to make that mistake again.
Yeah. So the DLC that comes with the special edition, it contains I believe 5 DLC packs. Some of them have quests and costumes. But if you don't get the chance to purchase the special edition, you can buy all the DLC for $1.99 each on the eShop. So that's something that's something to look forward to if you don't get the special edition. Man, I'm really excited for this game. It's Persona plus Fire Emblem, and more Persona, which is great for me.
Yeah.
More. I was gonna say Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. More Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE news. We finally know that Atlus is gonna be localizing the game, and Nintendo's just gonna supervise it.
Rest in peace, memes.
Why?
No memes. Treehouse isn't doing it.
Are there? No, yeah, there are no memes in Persona or any.
Yeah, I don't.
Atlus memes.
I mean, they've spawned memes, but I don't think they put memes in it.
I don't think they acknowledge them, which is good. It's good. And well, the game is still gonna be censored in a way, in some ways. Like I know they're gonna make like Tsubasa instead of in the original game she's like 16, and this version she's gonna be 18. Just gonna age her up a bit. Yeah, I mean, come on. And then they're just gonna cover up like cleavage shots and stuff like that. And that's
what my really booby.
But hey, it's being published by Nintendo, so.
So is Bayonetta. There's still cleavage shots and crotch shots.
Yeah. We'll see though. So this game will be localized by Atlus, published by Nintendo. It will release in North America and Europe on June 24, 2016 on Wii U. And I'm so ready. I'm going to play through... I have a lot of JRPGs that I want to play. But I want to play through Fire Emblem Awakening again and Persona 4. Then play this, but... so many games.
That is right.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 5 announcement soon. So I don't want to go off on that, but you know.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. I'm just dying over here with all the JRPGs that I want to play, but I'll never have time to.
Anyway, moving on to the horseshoe. Nintendo patented a horseshoe with buttons. It's actually an exercise controller, which might have things like a heart rate monitor. And it's basically a horseshoe type shape. Or Connor thinks it's a magnet. I think it's a horseshoe.
It looks like the U in Wii U, so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's the Wii U. It's like the Wii U's like final form. A lot of people are comparing
this was the original gamepad?
Oh my God, it would succeed.
What if it didn't have the screen at first in the middle? It was just this U.
Like what if they had like a projection technology where there was like a holographic screen between the U?
Oh, yeah.
That would be amazing.
It kind of looks like that boomerang from the PS3.
Yeah, I'll say what else it looks like. People are comparing it. So there's like a Microsoft for the Xbox 360. There's like a wireless steering wheel, and it's basically the exact same shape and button layout. So people are going to be comparing it to that. I doubt this will amount to anything. Maybe a neat NX controller for certain racing games.
I wonder if this patent, though, has anything to do with that quality of life thing that kind of died.
Yeah,
that's possible.
According to this article that I have up here, this was patent back in October 2014. Oh. So, yeah.
Ooh, a while ago. Interesting. Don't want to dwell on that too long because it's, again, we have a few other things to go through
Yeah,
here.
it's just a controller. Just a U. Just imagine the U and Wii U with buttons, and that's
A
it.
D-pad on the left and 4 buttons on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And so, Nintendo is sending Nintendo brand ambassadors to E3. Now, when I hear Nintendo brand ambassadors, I picture YouTubers. Is that kind of what that's...
Yeah.
It's
saying? Okay, figures.
What I think it is what they call the YouTubers that get review copies, even though they don't do reviews.
Yeah.
It's the whenever you become like a partner.
So iJustine, Lamar Wilson, those kinds of guys, or people who actually play the games, like Abdallah.
No.
I think generally smaller.
Yeah, I think they're only Nintendo content creators, just Nintendo. So just basically think of any Nintendo YouTuber that's associated with them.
Like BlazeKick. No.
Sure.
We need to get that partnership program, guys. We can get in next year.
We can't. We have PlayStation Point.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to only dedicate your videos to Nintendo to do that. And plus, I don't think we'll qualify because we've said some things here.
Nintendo should become like Sony.
And then we talk about other stuff aside from Nintendo here, so...
True.
Like memes at the beginning of the episode.
I mean, we know Nintendo loves memes, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
True. That's true. Or maybe that episode where Kel was calling all their stuff trash.
Episode? You mean every episode he's been on?
Yeah, well, that didn't happen in the episode that you missed.
Oh, darn.
The robot. That was like one of the best episodes. Right, Noah?
Indeed.
Remember?
Yes, the robot. Did you see it?
So yeah, so if you want to become a Nintendo brand ambassador, I don't know the email where you have to apply, but just look into it. I know Go Nintendo put a picture of the email, and a lot of people are just trying to submit applications because they want to go to E3. So yeah, I think they'll review your social media accounts, so Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that.
Yeah, we need to make an Instagram. We should do that.
Yeah.
Side note.
To get nothing posted on.
I mean, we'll find something. Amiibo. We'll do something. Anyway, so moving on, talk about Star Fox Zero shortly. So the reviews come out on Wednesday on 420. And they're pretty mixed. Reviews as high as 8s and 9s, no 10s as far as I'm aware. So there's some 8s and 9s with some less than favorable reviews mixed in. I'm not sure what the lowest score I saw was, but definitely some people that disliked it quite a bit.
And then some non-reviews.
Yeah, some failure or refusal to reviews.
BlazeKick.
Someone put it very well. Well-articulated tantrums.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say well-articulated.
Just articulated, period.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys expect this kind of feedback?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand it. Although I disagree, I understand. I understand a lot of people aren't very comfortable with motion controls, especially when they're not optional, when they're required, and especially when they have you look at both screens. It's something that I'm personally excited to learn, but I can understand why the general view populace was like, not for me. I know it's going to turn a lot of people off from the game, but I think that's fine because a lot of people weren't going to buy it in the first place. These are the kind of games that people say they're going to buy and they never do. So it's like, whatever. I don't really think it affected the fate of the game too much, and I wasn't really surprised, but it's interesting to see who takes which stance. It's time, like, I just, to make an interesting point here, I guess we kind of take for granted reviews a lot of the time. And thanks to sites like Polygon, I've been reminded how much reviews mean to me, legitimately. So, like, thank you, Polygon, for showing me the reviews are important, and your incompetence has just set a new low. So now I can truly appreciate reviews. So thank you, Polygon. Thank you, Arthur Geese or Geis or however you pronounce your name. Yeah, the reviews are definitely mixed. This is one of those games where I don't think you should look at one review and decide. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been doing that, looking at just the negative reviews and saying, oh, darn, I was looking forward to this game. I'm like, no. I mean, while some people may not like it, you should consider all those perspectives. And you should consider not just the score, but what they say in the reviews. Because if you look at a lot of the reviews, while some people aren't a huge fan of the core game, a lot of people are, especially those who took the time to master the controls. So if you can do that, you might actually enjoy the game. So what I'm saying is just don't look at just one review and judge your entire opinion on that. Sort of get a good spread, you know?
Yeah, and also before you make a comment on a review, read the review first.
Yeah.
Don't just look at the score, then blame the reviewer or go after the reviewer.
That's immature. That's not helping anyone.
Or don't just read the pros and cons or the end paragraph recap.
That's how memes are born. Too much water.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people go after that, even for this. Whenever there's a new review, they just go after the pros and cons and then just make fun of the score or make a snarky comment about it. Don't do that. Read the review. Then if you don't agree, comment on it, but give some respectable criticism. You know?
Yeah, don't just tell them to kill themselves.
Yeah.
And no death threats, please. That's bad.
Because like Noah said, sometimes we take reviews for granted, and it's actually a big part of this industry. So, don't be part of the problem. Read reviews.
Please no. Yeah, don't just read the score. That's bad. I'm glad a lot of sites are moving away from scores. Well, scores do have some value. Sites like, Game Explain is more of a channel than a site, but still, them having, they've replaced their scale out of 5 stars with I liked it a lot. And
Or I generally like Kotaku reviews.
Oh yeah. No, those are great because you can read the whole review, but they also have these very nice info cards where it's the good, the bad, the about.
Yeah,
and of course you can
if
read
they
the
don't
whole
like
review,
it, if they don't like it, they actually give you a reason why they don't like it. Mm-hmm. And then if you should play it, why you should play it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, a lot of people do knock Kotaku, and sometimes for good reason. But the reviews are pretty good.
Yeah. To be honest, generally, I just go to Kotaku. That's my go-to site. That and IGN still one of them, but it's mostly Kotaku. But okay, so back to Star Fox reviews. I expected this score. I think you mentioned on Twitter that this is kind of similar to the Wonderful 101 reviews.
100%. Oh yeah, totally. Because when that came out, very mixed, and pretty much the main negative was, the controls don't make sense to me. It's well, some of those people, while some of them may have put in the time, I'm willing to bet a pretty good amount of them did not put in enough time to learn them. And while I don't want to criticize them for that, you have to accept that fact. But I do respect their opinion at the same time. So this is certainly a certain niche of a game. And, of course, they're both by Platinum, where the controls are less than intuitive and less than easy, but mastering them can be very rewarding. And there are also games that are not meant to be played only once. That is for absolute sure. First playthrough is to sort of get your grips with things. Second playthrough, third playthrough to sort of master it, get all the collectibles, and just go for high scores, Mm-hmm. And apparently the co-op in this game is pretty great too, so check that out, especially if you have kids.
So another Star Fox topic. There's an anime short on Nintendo's YouTube channel about Star Fox Zero. What is it called? Star Fox?
It's called The Battle Begins, I believe. Okay. Star Fox Zero: The Battle Begins.
Yeah, and get this, it's not subbed. It's just a dub.
Trash.
Come on.
Trash. I refuse to watch it until the sub releases.
So Nintendo's Japanese YouTube account hasn't said anything about this, right?
I don't know. I just know it hasn't been subbed.
Oh, okay. Did you watch it? Really? You haven't watched it?
No, I haven't.
You what?
I haven't.
Really? So you're waiting for the sub?
I don't even care about it that much, so...
I think it's 10 minutes, or less than 10 minutes long.
The only...
You watched...
I've seen, screenshots of it.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it live.
I don't think I really need to watch it now.
Yeah, I didn't catch the start when they broadcasted live on YouTube. I just caught the middle and the end, but it was pretty nice.
Did you watch the whole thing on YouTube after?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I thought the voice acting was pretty good. the animation, the art style was good, but the animation was kind of choppy.
Yeah.
Especially for the faces, which was weird.
Or the voice
Speaking
syncing,
of
everything that was
animation, I'd just like to bring this up, how it was heavily promoted as by Production IG and Wit Studio, which, because it was those two collaborating, they can say from the studios that brought you Attack on Titan. However, if you actually look at the credits, I think the director came from Production IG, and that's it. No, not... Is it IG? Yeah. And the one 2D animator came from Wit Studio, and the rest are from Orange, which is a small Japanese CG studio. If you watch anime, you've probably seen... If you watch any battle anime, you've probably seen them. They like do a lot of kind of CG for battle anime, which makes sense that they're helping with Star Fox, I guess. But the fact they aren't even mentioned in the promotion, just so they could say from the studios that brought you Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that kind of is a little bit unfortunate. At least they're credited in the credits, you know.
Yeah.
At least that's there. But it is kind of weird. My personal favorite thing, I actually thought there was some pretty great humor. Like, there were some really funny jokes. There were times where I laughed out loud. As someone who doesn't really watch anime, it was enjoyable.
Well, I liked watching it live just because I got I was part of the memes.
Oh yeah, people were live tweeting it. There was Furry City, Zootopia.
Zootopia, Star Wars Episode 8.
Yeah,
that was mine.
There were good memes.
Plus, I think the best one was when Falco was playing
the
game. Everyone thought that would be an X.
That was
then
amazing.
Someone actually went out of
someone
their
like
way
broke it down.
Broke it down by parts, by ongoing rumors.
That was hilarious. Oh my god, that was like on the level of like investigating which tree is outside that one studio in like Germany or whatever that was.
Oh god, yeah, I remember that. that was
hilarious.
Oh, guys, there's a tree and there's a shadow here. Oh, it must be a tree. Oh, let's look at the studios that have trees in front of their offices. Oh, okay.
Anyway, quality. Anyway, so we've got one more topic, but before that, we're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back. ちょっと近づけばいいな一つ二つ泳ぐ星に願いを夜空まで手を伸ばせばもっと届きそうなんだ Hey guys, we're back. Now, the last topic of the show is, so we actually have a main topic this time, and it's something that I wanted to talk about. I was going to save it for the Blaze Peak podcast, but I just want to talk about it right now. The topic that I wanted to discuss is overhyping. Overhyping announcements, overhyping games, and talk about the hype culture that's going on the internet right now. The clickbaity culture, all that. That's to me, it's a problem. Okay, so even though we're a website, a lot of websites tend to do that, but we try not to, and I don't think we've done it so far in any of our videos or anything.
I don't think we generally write about rumors at all.
Yeah, so that's the thing as well. But if we even decide to write about rumors, we don't tend to do what other outlets and YouTube videos tend to do, which is
sensationalism, a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, try to fool the reader or the viewer to click on the video or article just to get the click.
Or making up news.
Or making
like
up news, yeah, exactly. Yeah, So PokeTubers are something that we've discussed internally on our Skype, or not Skype, but Twitter group.
We make fun of them constantly.
Yeah, well, come on. They try to make content out of
thin air.
Yeah, exactly. Out of what Remember that trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon? Oh, reveal trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon. What did we get? We probably got like 10 seconds of like, and that was behind the scenes footage, not actual gameplay.
Yeah.
And PokeTubers want to, or most of them, I'm not saying all of them, but most of them just make. They have to produce maybe a month's worth of videos just from those 10 seconds, and that I don't know. I generally don't go to those channels. There's a couple PokeTubers that I really like that actually do like some like analyze stuff and only make one video out of it, not 10 videos out of it.
They don't make a video where they're exposing the contrast of the box art and then another video where they're drawing outlines around the box art to try to get the legendary's outline.
Yeah. Or I saw a video where the guy put the picture on Photoshop and was messing with the filters to see if you can spot the legendaries. That was kind of...
Guys, it was discovered pretty much instantly. That's not even the real box art. It was just the logos on a blank 3DS box art. That's all that was even there.
Yeah. And then the overhyping culture that we have right now. So this topic, I actually wanted to bring it up a couple weeks ago when we were going to have the Pokenichi reveal thing, remember? Mm-hmm. Where we talked on this podcast, I actually mentioned it, that it'll probably be the reveal trailer.
Yeah, we all agreed on that.
Yeah, and it turned out to be that. But a lot of people, PokeTubers and some outlets, fan sites reported this as it was going to be like a reveal event where they were going to show footage and new Pokemon.
And then people were getting salty at Cerebi when the entire time he was saying exactly what we said.
Yeah. And so I don't know if you went to the live stream I was at for that thing.
I was just enjoying the salt on Twitter and Reddit.
Okay, so I was on a live stream that I believe the title was exactly this, was Pokemon Sun and Moon first footage, like first worldwide footage.
Yeah, it was like first gameplay reveal.
Yeah. And it turned out to be a variety show with some Pokemon stuff.
I mean, anyone who knows what Pokenichi is should have known that's what was going to happen.
And then a lot of people were complaining about Pokenichi.
Yeah, they're not a reveal show. They're a variety show. That would be like complaining if like what's that? I can't think of the name right now. What?
It would be like a talk show.
Okay, yeah, that would be like complaining if like Justin Bieber went on Oprah and then didn't reveal a new song.
Yeah.
Like that's almost the same thing here because Oprah isn't the place he's gonna reveal a song.
Mm-hmm. Plus, there's the thing that we know what Pokenichi is, and we know about this program before it got the name Pokenichi. Mm-hmm. And we know what they reveal and what they don't touch upon. So yeah, we pretty much knew what was going to happen, but a lot of people thought that something big was going to be revealed. And then after that event, people went at it towards the Cerebi guy, and then other outlets that reported this news or this thing as actual news, which really wasn't. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that kind of salt is just gets on my nerves, really. Mm-hmm. All the clickbaity articles, clickbaity YouTube videos, and especially the clickbaity thumbnails. That's what.
Oh my god.
Get me, yeah. And since the NX is close to being revealed, we're actually getting a lot more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Another big harmful thing that comes out of it is a lot of people get an expectation for what a game is going to be like, and then it's nothing like that, and they just whine about it. And it's like you have the right to complain about a game, but like you should be sometimes excited to try something new. And again, you've totally the right to complain, but a lot of the hype culture does result in a lot of complaining as well. When people like even when it's not related to video announcements like the Pokemon trailer, like people expecting something, like with game announcements and like people not getting the game they wanted,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we see a lot of that at E3.
And then the reason I wanted to bring this up on this podcast is because, like I said, the NX is just around the corner. So a lot of videos, a lot of articles are going to be made just so you can click on them without giving you actual news. Just basically, they're just going to be a fluff piece. And that's what's going to happen during this upcoming month leading up to E3. Especially with all the rumors, all the speculation, all that. It's just going to keep happening. Actually, the actual hype culture towards Nintendo kind of died down because we didn't have a lot of Nintendo Directs in a while. But you got to remember, whenever there was a new Nintendo Direct, everyone was speculating that this was going to be like the best Direct ever. They're going to announce Zelda. They're going to announce Pokemon game for Wii U. Just hyping everything.
They're going to announce a Pokemon MMO. They're going to announce Mario Galaxies 3 through 7. Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. It's good to look forward to something. I'm not saying that you shouldn't look forward to something. Just look forward to. Don't set your expectations high when you know something is not really going to pan out. Especially if you've been following a Nintendo or Pokemon for a long time, like we've been.
Right.
We kind of can't predict what's going to happen. Sometimes they just announce something out of the blue, but that we can't predict. But yeah,
and I'm not. This is not me trying to be insulting, but I feel like a lot of the people, at least a lot of the Nintendo fans, part of that hype culture are younger fans.
Oh yeah.
And I'm definitely younger too, and I'm not going to deny it, but it definitely seems like it's more popular among the younger crowd just because it gives them something to talk about. Which, it's good to have something to talk about, but when that something just makes you always disappointed, it's like, is it really worth it? So, just some thoughts there.
Yeah. So if you're one of those YouTubers or Poketubers that like making like speculation videos, that's fine. Just don't attach like a clickbaity headline or title to the video or article.
Yeah, like add speculation or rumor as like one of the first words in the title,
Yeah. Even that's I don't really consider that journalism because you're just talking about rumors and then I don't know. This whole culture, really hype culture, is really complicated, and I really doubt it's gonna stop. But I just wanted to bring this up so you listeners, I think we have a couple of younger listeners because this is a Nintendo podcast, and generally there's Nintendo fans tend to be more younger. So you younger listeners, whenever there's a new Direct announced, just stay calm. Don't overhype it.
Get excited.
Keep your expectations. Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to be excited. Just don't you're allowed to make predictions, but don't get an idea in your mind of like, oh, this is what's going to be there, because you 100% will be disappointed every time without fail.
Yeah, exactly.
Like for me, especially the last Direct, I remember in March. Like I went in with low expectations, and so many people were disappointed by that Direct. I'm like, wait, how? Like there were so many good new games in there. People are like, oh, but I wanted this game. I didn't want this game. It's like maybe you shouldn't have went in with those expectations.
Believe me, I've been through that. I've been through trying to overhype everything, especially when I was just playing Nintendo. Although I've been playing a lot of my entire life, I've been playing like PlayStation games and Xbox games, or PC games, just like you. Like you're mostly a Nintendo gamer, but you also
but I do some PC stuff too.
Yeah. So. But I've been through that. I've been through hyping E3, especially E3s. I still remember that E3 where I thought it was gonna be something glorious, and it turned out to be Wii Music. So.
Oh no, I mean, for me last year, especially for E3, I raised my expectations a little too high. I was definitely expecting to see a new 3D Mario, and I was safe to say that I was walked away a bit disappointed from that one. Doesn't hurt that we didn't see Zelda either, but that's probably NX that explains that.
Yeah, and just a channel, just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like Game Explain really handles their speculative videos really well. They analyze everything. They talk about it, even if it's a rumor, but they analyze it. They don't do like a clickbait. They don't tag a clickbaity headline or title to the video. So that's how you should do it. If you're a YouTuber that wants to, because I know it's easy just to put like a clickbaity title on a video so you can get clicks.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's usually the case why a lot of people do that, but just lay off that, please. I don't know. It gets kind of annoying.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially when all my recommended videos are all like,
Yeah.
new Pokemon Sun and Moon theory is Ho-Oh and Lugia, the box art legendaries, crossed with Zygarde. It's like,
Yeah.
why? I haven't watched any video even close to this, YouTube. Why?
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, and it's just gonna keep getting worse because Pokemon Sun and Moon is gonna come out later this year, and then NX is just gonna get worse.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring this up. And yeah, like you said, I've actually watched some like speculation videos about Sun and Moon, and for the most part, some of them are really good. Like they analyze like what's going on with because you have to analyze what's going on with the anime right now, because
Right.
you have some Pokemon that aren't in the games that probably will be in the game, so you have to add all that lore or aspects, and you just go through it and analyze it. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Should this stop?
In terms of like the whole culture, I mean, I think
clickbaity thing and all that, and then the leak culture it's also like,
oh my god, leak
really
culture
bad.
is insane. Leak culture, I feel like will always be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like leak culture is less based on what the outlets do and more how secure the companies are.
Yeah.
Whereas hype culture is 100% on the reporter or entertainer or whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like while it definitely is successful in terms of views, so it's difficult to stop that kind of thing. But I feel like just remember, like you're making some people happy in the short term. It's not really a good long-term solution for anyone.
Yeah.
Like it hurts the community.
So
it won't really work out for your channel forever. It's just
yeah, and we're a website where we have our own website, we have our YouTube channel, and we haven't resorted to those tactics. Like I don't think never, at least as of right now.
The Tharja thumbnail we had that one time, that's kind of clickbaity.
Is it?
Yeah.
To be fair, it was a dank meme.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. Okay. So for that you have come on. It's a what was the name of the episode?
No idea.
Amiiboholics. We were talking about Amiibo, and then you guys were talking about the plane and Thomas. So so that's your fault.
Didn't we have Rob in that one too? Wasn't Rob in that thumbnail?
Yeah, it's like the Rob Amiibo reaching for Tharja bending down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so maybe that was so we okay, so sorry about that thumbnail. Won't have it again.
That's like the only one, because even if the other one that I worked on was what was it, the Noah is missing thumbnail?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you weren't on that episode, and you were missing.
It makes sense,
so.
Oh.
And like that's not even
that's
really
that's not
clickbait.
clickbait.
Like like no matter how you spin that's not clickbait. Plus it made sense for the episode.
Yeah. Okay. So never mind. We have one, and it's just one, and it's just a thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it was meant to be memey, not sexual. So
yeah, and the
yeah.
title's not like Tharja hot,
like
sexy,
Tharja,
raw.
Yeah, Tharja uncensored. Yeah, no.
No. It was just a meme that we wanted to make. That's kind of different, because we really didn't give it like a title.
Right.
That would make you think that it was going to be stuff to do with the thumbnail. But yeah, just that's something to keep in mind. Just don't resort to clickbaity titles on your videos or articles, and just do real speculative comments videos and stuff like that. And yeah, well, that's my little rant.
So now we've got a couple quick questions before we kind of wrap it up for the night here. First one comes from at Boonen on Twitter, saying, when do you think we will get a new Nintendo Direct? So, I personally think the next Direct we get, or even the next Nintendo broadcast, let's say, before E3, will be NX related in some fashion. I don't think we're going to get any more Directs purely dedicated to Wii U and 3DS, because while there are a lot of Wii U and 3DS games, or a decent amount left, it's like not enough to, I think, to justify a full Direct. So
I think we could potentially get like a micro Direct or whatever those are called, with like,
like a mini Direct.
Color Splash. I don't even know what else. Color Splash, Sun and Moon, maybe. Those are probably bigger though. But yeah, just like we might get that, but other than that, I'm not expecting, unless they do an NX thing, I'm not expecting anything else till E3. Any other broadcast stuff.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Even if they make a Direct in May, a lot of people are going to think it's for NX. And I hope it's for NX. If they're not going to do like a press conference, I hope they make like a video before E3, just so we know what's going on with this thing, and then just focus on the games during their presentation, their digital event. I think that's what they call it. But yeah, so I think we'll get it. If anything, we'll get it Direct probably like the end of May. Do they have a game that will come out in May?
Well, it was originally going to be Federation Force, but not anymore.
No, actually, there's one. Disney Art Academy.
Yeah, and I think the only games in like June are Shin Megami Tensei and Kirby.
When does Kirby come out?
I think sometime in June. I forget.
June. Is it before E3?
June. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Kirby's June 10th, so yes, that's before E3.
Oh, okay, so there you go.
It's the Friday before E3. And you guys also forgot Mario and Sonic at the Olympics is June 24th.
Ooh, big game.
June 24th alongside with Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
And Steins Gate Zero.
Oh, dang. Rip Steins Gate and Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
I know.
Yeah. Gotta support Sonic sometimes.
Anyway, next question is from J Remastered. And this is mainly for Connor, but should J-Stars do a crossover with Smash? What does Connor think? Do you have a hot take?
Yes, just so we can have Goku in Smash.
Oh, there you go.
Chitoga in Smash.
If Chitoge even stays, because, like, usually...
Isn't she support?
Yeah, but, like, the past Jump fighting games, like Jump Superstars on the DS, had Ichigo 100% characters. So if Niseko is not still running, they're probably going to replace it with whatever harem is running.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Okay. J-Stars, do a crossover with Smash, please. NX.
And, I mean, Namco makes both, so...
Yeah, oh, there you go.
Confirmed.
So let's call it J-Stars cross Smash Brothers. Super Smash Brothers.
Well, Tekken Cross Street Fighter's a thing, so Namco's not exactly unknown to do this.
Exactly. There you go. It all adds up.
All those Goku posts on Miiverse, they were actually Namco employees dropping hints.
It was probably Sakurai just messing with us. Giving hints like, hey guys, Goku's going to be added, but just wait till the NX.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Smash NX is actually Smash Cross J-Stars.
Please. Okay. Yeah, those are the only questions we have this week. If you want to ask us something, send us a tweet, or just send us a tweet. I was gonna mention the email address, but we don't check it. But yeah,
GG email.
I don't remember the password, so yeah, I need to reset that.
We didn't check that even when you knew the password.
I know, but still, I need to reset it just in case. Hey, maybe we have questions in there.
Question.
And I don't know about. So if you have any questions, send them at BlazeKick tweet on Twitter. Try to send them before Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific. That's usually when we record. And we always record on Fridays, so just send that before Fridays.
Or you can also send them to at Eminem. He's gonna send them to us.
Yeah, exactly. Or at Mitomo Text. Tell them we sent you. Tell them to follow us. We like their work. So poll. What was the poll last week?
Well, by last week I think you mean 18 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Because you forgot.
I set an alert this time. I'm sorry. I knew this was going to happen because I'm not in class anymore. I just knew it. But then I set an alarm now, so no matter what, I'm going to be alerted. But so the poll was Team SpongeBob or Team Patrick. SpongeBob got 70%. Patrick got 30%. There's only 23 votes, which I think is decent for less than 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, but anyway, I'm a little bit surprised by how SpongeBob ran away with this one.
Especially since both comments were in support of Patrick.
Yeah. The vocal minority.
I've seen a lot more Patrick memes on Miiverse, so...
We need Team Squidward. It's what the people need.
Yeah. So the poll for this week is... What is it? Oh, favorite Star Fox thing this week. Is that it?
Yeah.
Are we doing that, or are we doing...
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, let's go for it.
So what's your favorite Star Fox related thing this week? So your options are Star Fox: The Battle Begins. That's the anime short. And Star Fox Zero, the Wii U game. Star Fox Guard, the other Wii U game. Which is your favorite? So when is the poll going up, Connor?
This time for sure Wednesday, because Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time, because I set an alert in my calendar. My phone's going to be like, yo, post the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so look forward to that. Participate in our poll, retweet our poll, share with your friends, and yes, do all that, like always. And thank you for voting.
Absolutely.
So plugs. Gemini reviewed a game. He reviewed Ratchet & Clank on PS4, a game that I've been playing, and I haven't beaten it yet, but
he quite liked it.
Yeah, I've read the review, and I agree with him. It's really good, but you can go check out his review at BlazeKick.com. And then I just tweet at him to say that you read it, just so he knows. And we'll mention his Twitter username at the end. So yeah. And Connor, what else do we have?
Tyler posted an editorial on co-op in RPGs. I haven't had a chance to read that yet, just because I've actually been quite busy with my exams. That's also why I didn't post this week. But did either of you read it?
Well, I didn't get a chance to.
Rip. So
but go read that, and then let Tyler know that you read it.
Knowing Tyler's previous editorials, it's probably pretty good with a lot of personal touches added to it. Just thinking back to his, was it 5,000 word review on Amiibo Festival?
Yeah. Go check it out. Gemini, go tweet at Tyler and let him know that you read his editorial. And then we have another big thing, because guess what? We're an official launch title. We were a launch title for Google Play Podcast. When the service went up on Monday, we were there.
Mm-hmm.
We were there. Our feed was there, and I think right now the only way you can find it is you have the direct link to the feed. So we'll leave the link to the feed on the description of the iTunes post, of the post on Blazekick on YouTube, and we'll tweet it again on our Twitter account. So if you want to listen to us on Google Play, on your phone, on your Android phone, subscribe to that feed. Mm-hmm. And what else do we have, Connor?
Episode 2 of High School Fleet, High Fury.
Guy Fury?
No, unfortunately, it's still not Guy Fury. I have a feeling you're gonna make that joke 10 more times. And I'll reject it each time.
Yeah, you guys should also watch Unhappy on Crunchyroll. That's good.
Only watch it if you like Yuri, but thought the Yuri was a little too much. Which, I mean, I don't know how you would have thought the Yuri was too much in Yuri.
Yeah, it's still a fun show though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then again, shout out to @MitomoText. Go check them out. Go retweet our post or our featured posts. Tell them to follow us. To follow us, like us three and Blazekick. Tell them to follow us. And yeah. And yeah. So Patreon stuff. So last week we announced that we got rid of the $10 tier that was meant for videos, and we moved it to the $5 tier, and then the $5 tier that was meant for podcasts, we moved it to the $1 tier. So we just want to say this again. So if you pledge $1 on Patreon and become one of our patrons, you'll get early access to the audio version of Nintendo Unleashed and the PlayStation Point. And you also get access to the monthly Patreon exclusive podcast, the Blazekick podcast. So yeah, just for pledging $1, you'll get the audio versions for those 3 podcasts earlier. And in the Blazekick podcast case, you'll only have access to that podcast through Patreon. And then the $5 tier, that's for videos. Right now, it's only limited to Flashfire. We'll add more series to that tier eventually. The summer is almost here, so we'll have more time to work on videos. We'll actually work on like gameplay videos and stuff like that for you guys. Mm-hmm. So if you're feeling generous and want to help us out, throw us $1 or $2, go to patreon.com/Blazekick and check our Patreon page and become our patron. Yeah. And I also wanted to give I want to call out our community. So I want to do something. I want to do like a live stream event or something that we can do together to interact with our listeners, our small community. But I want to know how many people we actually have, because I know some of you listen to this podcast but don't interact with us, and that's fine. That's fine, because I usually do that with podcasts I listen to. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I do like to interact with the people that are on that podcast, because it's a lot more fun. So I want you guys to either tweet at us, leave a comment on the video, or do those things. Those are things that I can't think of another one.
Email that email we used to mention. Unleashed at blazekick.com.
Yeah. So that's another thing you can do. I'll reset the password and I'll have access to it again. But yeah, just tell us that you're with us, that you are part of our community. So that way we can plan out like tournaments, like hangouts. And if you're a patron, we want to have more patrons. That way we can have more community events, like again, hang out so we can play a game together and then stream it. Yeah, I just want to know how many people we have. That way we can plan everything ahead. We'll have giveaways and stuff like that. But yeah, again, just let us know if you're here with us. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and like this video.
Yes, tweet it out. Tweet this video.
Yeah, share it with your friends. Tweet it. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Google Plus if you still use that thing. I don't know what other services they have. Probably Tumblr.
Yeah. Vine.
Snapchat it.
Pinterest it.
Yeah, Mitomo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you Mitomo it and send us a screenshot, we'll love you forever. Subscribe and rate us on iTunes. We have a link to the iTunes feed, so you can subscribe
and
there.
Google Play.
Yeah, and leave us a review on iTunes because that's how we get noticed there. And same thing goes with Google Play. You can listen to us over there, subscribe, and I think you can rate podcasts. I'm not sure yet, but definitely subscribe to our Google Play feed and share with your friends. Tell them about our podcast, especially if they love Nintendo. Then visit us and like us on Facebook. We're Blaze Kick Media over there, so facebook.com/BlazeKickMedia. And follow us on Twitter. I'm at ArmzMXZ. Noah is at Dashy007. Connor is at 331. BlazeKick is at BlazeKickTweet. Mitomo Text is at MitomoTXT. Again, tell them to follow us. And visit BlazeKick.com for reviews and editorials and stuff like that. And thank you guys for listening to Nintendo Unleashed episode 63. We'll be back next week for episode 64. Woo.
Nintendo 64.
Ooh, nice. Nintendo 64 confirmed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bye, guys.
We're going to have to do something special. Bye.
Yeah.